So in the Single Moms Club, we follow 5 women and their walks of life and their struggles and the things that they go through. There's one, Jan, who is the power woman who has a child that she decided to have through insemination because she felt like she was running out of time, and she's in business and she didn't have time for anything else. So she has this kid, wonderful kid, and she completely schedules her entire life out all around her. Then there is May, who is the writer and kind of the nucleus that everybody evolves around in the story, played by Nia Long. And May's character has a son, and it's that dynamic of a woman raising a son and how he's a great boy at one point, but when he starts to become a man, what do you do? So she's got that issue going on. Then there's Lydia, who is the soul of the soul of the movie, played by Coco. And when I say the soul, she is really she represents that hard-working woman who is down at the base trying to figure out how to get things done and how to get it going. And she's got lots of children, and she's trying to juggle it and maintain them all at the same time. Esperanza's character, her husband, or ex-husband rather, takes care of her and supports her. So she's in a situation where she can't have love or anything else because she gave up all her independence to this man, and because he supports and takes care of her and her daughter, she doesn't have very many options. And then there's Hillary, which is like every woman who has had the fantasy of being married, being in love, and then everything fell apart, went through a divorce, and now she's faced with being a single parent. The Single Moms Club, the idea comes along when all these mothers are drafted to work together on the school dance. All their children go through a private school, and some of the children are there by scholarships, and other children are there because the parents can't afford it. So you've got all these parents from very different walks of life all coming together because their children got in trouble. And at West Maryville School, when the children get in trouble, the parents are asked to participate together in kind of a roundhouse meeting of ideas. And when these women come together, they realize that they're so different, but through time and circumstances, they all realize that they are all very much alike, all have very similar stories, very similar, very different backgrounds, but very similar issues when it comes to raising their children. The chemistry of all these women together is so real because they are only 2 of them are single mothers, but they clearly have a bond, and it's an unspoken language that runs between all of them together. So the casting in this movie was really just on par because they all work so well together. I'm an actor's director, so I'm always talking to the actor about how do you feel, what do you think of this, this is what I wrote, but how do you think the characters, what does she feel in this moment? So I'm really open to that. I like it to be a canvas. You know, there are 10 different ways to get around the corner. So this is the way that I know. What do you see on the route is what I'm asking the actors to help me do. So I love doing that. The topic came first when I just started thinking about single moms and what they go through. I said, single moms in a Single Moms Club, that's the thing to do. But what I love about this particular story is that I am a fan such a fan of women and the strength of a woman. So this is really what it's about, celebrating what nobody else is celebrating, because I can't imagine, I got 4 dogs and I need help. So I can't imagine raising a child, you know, without help. So all these women who are doing it, man, they should be celebrated. The advice that I would give to single mothers is to come see the Single Moms Club so you'll know that you're not alone. But you know what I think, though? I would not be surprised if there are single mom clubs that start to pop up all over the country, because it's such a great idea, a concept of 4 or 5 mothers grouping together, or 10 mothers grouping together, and they rotating. One babysits. It's almost like a pyramid scheme if you look at it. But one babysits while the others get to go out and have fun, and they also support each other in what you need, like the rides to school, where I can do this and you do that, and well, our kids need this, or you know, they all pool together to make it happen. That was my concept and idea, and I think they're going to be popping up everywhere.